as Zenyatta takes over the lead. Santa Teresita tries to run with her, but Zenyatta is now 2 lengths in front. How do you describe perfection? Why try? Let's just watch her run. This is Zenyatta.
I'm walking into the winner's circle with Jerry Moss. How about that call? How do you describe perfection? Why try? Can we make a song out of that?
I'm just in awe of her. I can't really say much. You know, she's remarkable. We're just so lucky to have her.
Zenyatta is on the attack in second. Chuck Tizzicist is third, then Seeley Hill, and they run to the final furlong, and here is Zenyatta. Zenyatta has taken over the lead. Silver Z is running the race of her life. Chuck Tizzicist is next. Silver Swallow to the outside is 2 from Zenyatta. Zenyatta inside the final 60. Chuck Tizzicist to the outside. Zenyatta reaches. Chuck Tizzicist. Zenyatta remains undefeated, 6 for 6, and wins the 67th Vanity Handicap by a half length.
Oh, way they go. All began smoothly. Zenyatta's going to be taken back to the back. Quickest in the stride is Romance is Diane. Silver Z's up alongside of her. Tough Tizzicist tucked in right behind him. Dawn After Dawn is caught 4 wide. Model down at the rail, then West Coast Swing. Silver Swallow, the greyback, second last, and the favourite Zenyatta quite content to bide her time in the back. 8 off the leaders. They come into the quarter pole. Silver Z continues to lead them. Here comes Model with a nice run, and Model on the outside. Model suddenly sweeps right by them. Zenyatta is back 5th on the inside, looking for somewhere to go. Zenyatta gets room if she's good enough, but she's got to get to Model. Model is kicked away. Zenyatta now sees her out in front and comes with her ears cocked, running up alongside of her. And Zenyatta just making it look all too easy. This is simply poetry in motion. Ears cocked, she canters home.
She's just the maiden. All you have to do is just watch her. I mean, it's just so great for the sport to see a mare like this come along, and then, I mean, the fans are going crazy over her, and she never lets them down.
They're approaching the quarter pole. Zenyatta's taking a little time to come and tackle them. Super Freaky down at the rail. 3 lengths covers them all. Heads a turn for home in the Lady's Secret. Historical Lady, Santa Teresita. And now Zenyatta straightens up, and here comes Zenyatta, and yet again gets a tap on the shoulder. Ears crazy, just looking at the other 3 and trying away effortlessly. 8 for 8 for Zenyatta, and champion's effort. She won't.
Something else, isn't she?
Every thoroughbred has their own style of running. Some are quick from the blocks and go like rockets. Others prefer to lie in wait for the leaders to grow weary and then pounce.
They're off.
Rarely, though, does a horse try to give the race away from the start, especially when facing stakes class opposition. Yet this became the Zenyatta style, her dramatic statement, and her signature imprint on the game.
One time early on in a race, she got pinched really bad.
Zenyatta is pinched back between horses right after the start.
And I've always thought in the back of my head, I thought, I wonder if she just doesn't want that to happen again. And so when she breaks, she'd make sure that they couldn't squeeze her. She'd let them go, and then she'd come out.
And Zenyatta, after some trouble at the start, has dropped out to her customary position at the back of the pack as they turn into the backstretch.
There was other horses that get in her way, or try to make her go around, and understanding that she most of the time came from the far outside. So then Mike would take her inside on a race or 2 to show that she could run on the inside if she needed to.
Zenyatta is back 5th on the inside, looking for somewhere to go.
It was her size. It was her running style. It was her pre-race prancing. Everything about Zenyatta attracted a following of true believers. By the time she had won her 8th straight race, her fan base was spilling out of the bandwagon, hungry for more. The Ladies' Classic at the 2008 Breeders' Cup was Zenyatta's coming out party. It was time to show the rest of the racing world that she was something more than a West Coast novelty act.
And what relatively in horse racing terms is a short career, 8 starts with 8 wins. But I believe with what we've seen in the mornings, we're going to see something truly special.
The only way Zenyatta can get beat is by beating herself.
The field is at the starting gate. Zenyatta, is she about to take her rightful place in history as one of the best fillies of all time? This is what everyone came to see on Ladies Championship Day, and they have made her the 1-2 favorite for the Ladies Classic.
And away they Ladies Classic, and as expected, ZENYATTA not fast out the gate. She broke smoothly, but she broke slow, and ZENYATTA is last early. Then now, as expected, sprinters away to lead them early. Santa Teresita gets up to race in second. Hysterical Lady right there third. Ginger Punch getting a good spot in fourth with Carriage Trail on the inside of her. Then we come back to Music Note, who's taken back third last today, gives those leaders 6-lane start. Then behind that comes Cocoa Beach, and ZENYATTA is last early. Let's see, ZENYATTA's 9 lanes off as leader. They run past the three-quarter pole and the long shot out here. They're now going to try to slow them down up front. Ryder's taken a stronghold, leads it by a length, but Santa Teresita's now coming to put the pressure back on her. Hysterical Lady is right there, third. Down at the rail is Carriage Trail in the white cap, and Ginger Punch is now 5 off that leader. Just behind that, Cocoa Beach and Music Note. Let's see, ZENYATTA is still last. Mike Smith just biding his time at the back here. ZENYATTA is now 10 lengths off the leader. They have less than a half mile to go now, and Bear now looking for this huge upset, kicks on for home. Santa Teresita's second, Hysterical Lady third, then Ginger Punch, Carriage Trail. Music Note, Cocoa Beach, and now ZENYATTA, Mike Smith shaking the reins at her, and ZENYATTA is starting her move now. Here comes ZENYATTA. She's caught about 5 wide, but she's coming gamely. Hysterical Lady gets the lead to Santa Teresita. Grandstand side, ZENYATTA. She knows she's in a race today, but just look at her. ZENYATTA on the outside now strikes the front, and it's ZENYATTA coming away. Music Note running on gamely. Cocoa Beach down at the rail. ZENYATTA's going to come home to score. Undoubtedly now, a living legend. ZENYATTA 9 for 9 wins it again. Super impressive to Cocoa Beach. Music Note was third, and Carriage Trail 34.
A living legend in living color in SoCal. The local gal does it. ZENYATTA finishes up a perfect season with a world championship.
She seems to not have a bottom. It's just amazing. I just keep reaching, and she just keeps giving me, and I never seem to hit the bottom. I mean, she just wanted the wire with ease. It's just amazing.
ZENYATTA arrived at the end of her 4-year-old season as the toast of the racing world. In January, she received her first Eclipse Award as Champion Older Female of 2008. Each of her appearances had become an event. Her followers in social media were clamoring for more. The bosses and sheriffs were game to go on into 2009, but the question lingered, how do you improve on perfection?
Ladies and gentlemen, ZENYATTA.
The music business taught Jerry Moss that standing still was a ticket to artistic suicide. New worlds always needed to be conquered. Moss hoped to share ZENYATTA with the national audience, as long as Sheriffs was willing and the mayor was at the top of her game. They put a circle around the Louisville Distaff to be run at Churchill Downs on the day before the 2009 Kentucky Derby. After ZENYATTA's arrival and training for the race, the track condition dictated otherwise, and she was scratched. So it was back to the drawing board and home to California. Meanwhile, at Hollywood Park's Barn 55, ZENYATTA fever was beginning to heat up.
Every once in a while, I would bring people down to see her, and they would be knocked out by her. She'd graze in the little patch of grass that John has outside his barn at Hollywood. And, you know, America has a love affair with the horse anyway. And when one comes along that really fits the bill, people, I think especially women, really have a thing for it.
And it started out slow. Just a few people, and then a few people more, and then pretty soon you got 100 of them out there.
I thought it would be a wonderful introduction and really see what's going on behind the scenes and to meet a horse like ZENYATTA.
As the fan appreciation increased with unprecedented public access, Zenyatta continued to go about her business, preparing for the next race at hand. Her first of 2009, the Milady Handicap.
Gambler's Justice broke well, goes for the front from Champagne Eyes, who's into the bit. Champagne Eyes puts her neck in front. All I can say is wow, away in third. Taste Sis is at the rail fourth. Then Life is Sweet, and at the back of the pack is Zenyatta. Zenyatta already about 10 lengths behind. Gambler's Justice and Champagne Eyes to the backstretch. 3 furlongs from the wire, Zenyatta is still 10 lengths behind as they run towards the top of the stretch. Gambler's Justice, Champagne Eyes, all I can say is wow. Now Zenyatta is kicked into gear. She's decided to go 4 wide, and here comes Zenyatta. Meanwhile, Life is Sweet stays at the rail, and she's matching strides with her stablemate. It is Zenyatta to challenge, all I can say is wow. Life is Sweet dives to the inside. All I can say is wow, has lost the lead to Zenyatta, who levels out and runs away. Levels out, runs away, and makes it a perfect 10 for 10. Zenyatta! They're at the post. They're off. Good start. Cat is now 2.5 lengths in front of. All I can say is wow in second. Dawn After Dawn is 3 from the front. Zenyatta is now pushed along. She's got 5 lengths to make up. Hot and Dusty inside of her. Modification at the back of the pack, and Cat is confronted by Dawn After Dawn. Here comes Zenyatta in the center of the racetrack, and she's 2.5 lengths from the lead, but gotta go past mid-stretch. Dawn After Dawn has the lead. Cat runs her heart out. Now Zenyatta is kicked into gear, and here she comes, right on by. Zenyatta suddenly 2 in front. Here's the real Zen Master, and she's 111.
She just ran incredible today, spotting on that kind of weight. And it took me just a little bit to get her in gear, but then when she jumped into that big, long, beautiful stride, it was over after that, and I just kind of coasted on in.
So excited for her, and to see her perform like that is just the best. I mean, she's a complete gift, and everyone that worked with her has made it all possible, and we're just very blessed.
Perfection is in the starting gate at Del Mar in the form of Zenyatta.
And away they go to a perfect start. Zenyatta, though, as usual, not in any intention of going to the lead. Mike Smith taking her back dead last early. Lethal Heat.
In race after race, she would spin her magical spells until it was crystal clear that she had discouraged all of her peers.
Now here comes Life is Sweet with her run. And let's see, Zenyatta, Mike Smith starting to shake the reins at her now. And Zenyatta's lengthening her stride. Zenyatta's going to hook to the grandstand side now. They come for home. Lethal Heat is the leader. Dawn After Dawn, another's creation. And Zenyatta on the grandstand side continues to cover them stride for stride. Lethal Heat holding on to it though. Lethal Heat, another's creation. Zenyatta, so close. I think Zenyatta got up and over.
She's never been in a photo in her career, but the Mosses don't seem worried.
Zenyatta coming off a slow pace. They were very slow early on. Let's take a look as they cross the wire by about a nose. Something about it, good ones know where the wire is, and she certainly did today.
It was close. It was very close.
Once you saw the replay, it was a little more clear that she did, in fact, get there. The entire crowd erupted. What was your reaction like? We couldn't see you from where we were.
Well, I was just so happy because everybody came out to see her, and I wanted her to perform well, and she has so many people that really love her that it's great.
In level set now for the Lady Secret. Away they go. All came out slowly. Cat is going straight to the front, made for magic along the inside, and Nava's Creation taking a nice hold, is going to settle in the third spot with Lethal Heat right there. Cocoa Beach is pretty keen to go on down at the rail. And then we drop back here to Life is Sweet of Zenyatta. Zenyatta's a lot closer today. Zenyatta's no more than 5 off this leader. They are coming to the top of the lane to the Lady Secret, and Cat under pressure now. Another long shot made for magic right there. And here's Zenyatta now. She's winding away between horses, and now going to come to the outside. And Mike Smith takes dead aim on the leaders and asks Zenyatta to go. And just look at her go. Zenyatta strikes the front, just playing with him here. He is going back and forth. And it's Zenyatta, Lethal Heat running on at the rail. But Zenyatta with condescending wins it only a length, but so easily.
Oh, personal incident. The
got some company, sister.
After 13 races without a defeat, ZENYATTA stood alongside personal ensign in the history books. The message was clear. It was time to write an exciting new chapter. Great fillies beat the boys. There's no getting around the rule. If a filly or mare wants to join the ranks of the immortals, she must wade into the deep water of open country.
Fantastic, isn't she?
Breeders' Cup history was replete with mares beating males for all the money. However, there was a race the fillies and mares could not
It's a
touch.
Breeders' Cup now.
For 25 runnings, the Breeders' Cup Classic had belonged to the boys. All that was about to change.
I don't think there was a thought about it until we were at dinner and
Listen, there's anybody here doesn't think she belongs in the race. And nobody said anything, so it was, I mean, that was settled in about 30 seconds.
You know, everything leads up to the classic. The distaff, the sprint, the turf, they all go on leading up, culminating in the Breeders' Cup Classic. So, you know, to have a horse in it is just fantastic.
Oh, it was as big as they come. Number one, she was running against the boys, the best boys, and at a classic distance, which is a mile and a quarter, and we didn't think that was going to be too far for her.
I don't think it matters to her who's running next to her, whether it's a boy or a girl. She's out to compete.
I thought that winning the Kentucky Derby was the most humbling feeling in the world. I can't imagine if we pull this off too. So, been training really hard all year for this, so we're ready.
ZENYATTA, who's 5-2 in the scene at the paddock here at the Breeders' Cup in Acadia, California.
I think she did a little extra dance for on that day.
ZENYATTA's still dancing her way to the racetrack.
She intimidated other horses. I mean, she really did with her size, with the way she danced, and she just looked over them as if they were nothing.
She is already great, but right now, a mile and a quarter here at Oak Tree at Santa Anita, and 12 male rivals stand between ZENYATTA and the legend.
ZENYATTA, a little hesitant to go in against the boys here in the Classic. $5 million on the line, and history, and a legacy, and potentially Horse of the Year. And the unbeaten streak. Can ZENYATTA stay undefeated? As we get a little riled up, Quality Road among the last to load here.
Was a Quality Road has trouble at the gate.
oh my God.
That's a dangerous situation as Quality Road is kicking and bucking and wants no part
God.
of that starting it.
They have to unload them and blindfold them.
We're probably going to have a scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And ZENYATTA has to back out, then they have to reload her, and you know she hates the gate.
We were in there for so long, waiting. I thought she was a bit slow out of the gate anyways. And then for standing that long, I thought, well, my God, she's going to be really slow out of there.
They have to crack the doors to get her in the gate, you know, so the gate is like not good.
You know, having to load twice for a horse, you know, they're used to going in once and waiting for the doors to open and be ready for this. They may not be sure they're ready to break and run.
Fields sent on their way in the Breeders' Cup Classic to the roar of the Santa Anita crowd. Regal Ransom bounced away quickly. ZENYATTA's dead last. ZENYATTA's dead last early. It's Regal Ransom going on. Gio Ponti, Einstein is right there. Colonel John in the white colours. Summerbird has the red capping the Vanguard too. Rip Van Winkle is on the outside and Twice Over racing right behind them. They tightly grouped and not in a big hurry out on the lead. Then it's Awesome Jim. Gio Ponti's back fourth last. Been followed in by Richard's Kid. Then comes Mind That Bird and ZENYATTA is dead last. ZENYATTA last. Got to be giving them about 10, 11
He's always
lengths
that
off.
last. He's up against everybody in that gentleman winning the race. Looks like when
Just setting a sensible pace, not in a big hurry out here. Rip Van Winkle now goes up second, and Colonel John scrapes the paint in third. Einstein's right there too. Girolamo, white cap far side. Here's Ken DeSormo and Summerbird. They 6 at the rail, just 5 off the leader. Then it comes Twice Over, Awesome Jim, and Gio Ponti's giving them 7-lane start. Then it's Richard's Kid. Now here's ZENYATTA. ZENYATTA is still a good 10-11 off the leaders. And then it's full back to Mind That Bird. A half mile to go now in the Classic, and still the leader is Regal Ransom, a length and a half. Rip Van Winkle being sent along after him, then Colonel John. On the
the far side, Girolamo. Einstein is right there. Summerbird at the rail. Twice over is next. Then Awesome Jen. Gio Conti's behind that. Then Richardskin. And now here's Zenyatta. And let's see. Zenyatta has a lot of ground to make up. Zenyatta, if she wins this, she'll be a super horse. She's starting to pick them off though. Zenyatta gonna hook to the outside. Meanwhile, it's Colonel John. Summerbird in the red cap. But Zenyatta's come to the outside. Zenyatta coming flying in the grandstand side. Gio Conti on the inside. Summerbird is right there. This is unbelievable. Zenyatta, what a performance. One will never forget. Looked impossible, but it is Zenyatta. Still unbeaten under Mike Smith. Gio Conti second, Summerbird, and then Richardskin. What a dramatic performance. One of the most sensational ever. Zenyatta wins the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Truly one of the most incredible performances you will ever see. And how about the move by Mike Smith?
John, congratulations. What are you feeling right now?
Tears are coming to my eyes. I just can't believe it. She is, what a great filly, huh? She's just don't see it. Special.
When she came out of the gate like that, were you a little worried at all?
Yeah, she came out. She was on a wrong lead. It took a while to get going, but boy, she's just all heart, isn't she?
What do you think of this crowd reaction?
Don't you love them? Don't you love them? Oh, I love everyone here. I mean, they cheer for her, they clap for her, and she does a little dance for them. I mean, what a relationship.
Look at Mike Smith. He has been on Zenyatta now for 11 straight wins. She has 14 straight to start her career. A career that'll go down among the all-time greats.
She wound up winning with her ears pricked again, Jerry.
Is she horse of the year?
She's horse of the decade, by far.
Enough said.
Well, the buzz that day obviously was Zenyatta, but we didn't know for sure because she hadn't run against that quality field yet. And those are some of the best horses literally from around the world. So there was a little apprehension about it, and then obviously her usual running style, she was dead last. They turned for home, and it looked like, if she gets a run on the outside, who knows, maybe she'll finish third. And then all of a sudden, just that explosion, that lengthening of the feet, which she's got that magnificent stride. The final 50 yards was just mind-blowing. And not only her speed, her effortlessness. She wasn't even trying. She was just like looking at them like, is that the best you can do? So that turned out to